Okay, let's change microphone then. I don't know what's up with my caster mic. There seems to be a bit of an issue with it, I think. Because I don't know if that was sounding too good for you guys. But either way, welcome everybody. My name is Imperium to the PUBG Mobile Poland Duo Tournament. It's a tournament with 4 games. It's a tournament with a hell of a lot of teams. It's a tournament where, honestly, I don't know what's going to go down. Because there's some money involved, of course, for the winning team. We've got 4 games. 4 games for you guys. It's going to be Erangel, Miramar, Sanhok, and Vikendi. It's going to be pretty crazy, and I'm going to try and, of course, show as much action as crazy as possible. But it's, of course, we got a hell of a lot of teams, like 50 teams that registered. I don't know if 50 teams will show up. That's going to be a different story, of course. But over 4 games, you got I was actually meant to put let me actually put freaking while we're waiting, I do have information in terms of prize pool and whatnot. Trust me to forget these, but there you go. So what I'm going to show you now, just before we get into the first game, is I'm just going to show you the scoring. So the point system. So you're going to get 30 points for first. It goes all the way down, and then you're going to have 2 points per kill. Because we want to promote a little bit of hotbed action in these games, to be perfectly honest. So we're going to get into this first game. It's going to be on Erangel. I'm going to do my best to, of course, say as many team names as possible as you get through the games, as I imagine not all of them are going to have actual team tags. But either way, I'm going to do my best to give all the information that I can. So we do see a couple of teams dropping towards the military island. That's Team 49, which is uq against Team 13, which is QuarantNINE. It's QuarantNINE Flowers. I do like that pun. So far, not too many hot drops. Nobody seems to be going for Pachinki, which is a little bit weird. We've seen a couple of early drops from a few teams ahead towards the coastline, but it's not the same kind of thing. And even QuarantNINE player Sumax has dropped on his own, to be fair. It seems to be all kicking off here now down on the coastline mainland drops, as we see a number of teams: Team 10, Team 41, Team 1, and Team 31. So there's only so many houses, to be fair. So there's going to be a limited amount of loot, I'd imagine. Team 41, who is a KuLuMuLuM MiNi. They are together. I hear somebody with a VSS is going to be positioned from Team 32, getting the first knock, the first kill onto Heavy of FK. I believe is no, Team 1, it's actually FPS. So it is going to be important for Yessir of Team 32 to actually get relatively close to his teammate. He's going to get knocked in return. It's going to be Bully from the side of FPS who's going to confirm that kill. Sweet revenge for early parts of this game as the fight rages on in the compound. Hades has to be careful. He's the last one alive for his side. He cannot get third party. You have SkyTube and Clamo of Team 10. TheSexyGuys. Gotta love that team name. TheSexyGuys. I hope they last a little long because, you know, doing a little bit of play-by-play on a team with the name SexyGuys in late game is always definitely going to provide a little bit of entertainment. I like the fact that Bully of FPS is essentially disengaged away. Of course, he's not really going to have a lot of information, right? Because you have Team 31, Team 38, and he is close to the edge of the circle. So he could be going out of the fire and into the fire pan, or however they call it. Either way, avoiding one enemy, going into another. He's out in the open. He's going to hear the shots coming out from one of the players of Team 38, Gabriel, along with Dull Skill. He's prone down right now, Bully is. It's the best place to be. Then all the while, Team 31, who's a free kill. Taja and Laura, just being, of course, careful in terms of where they're going and how they're looting up out towards these buildings. We are seeing Team 41 getting a player knocked down as TheSexyGuys, I believe, did get that knock. Skyjube and Klimo. Not able to do anything with that as Grozo is going to get taken out. We are seeing a little bit of a fight now. Here's switching on over to Team 27. They're going to look to move in onto the side of Team 2. So it's Smurfs going up against Luminatic. Up the stairs he goes. He's going to go in on his own for now. Oh, he's going to actually get caught out on the outside from one of the players of Smurfs. Nicely done by Smurfs. Now Kiddo. Ashoro comes in. Not going to be able to get the knock and the squad right comes through. That is 2 kills for Smurfs right off the bat to kick things off on their run. Looking over, we're also seeing a couple of fights going on as Skytube is going to get a confirmed kill onto Limit. As far as no, it's just a knockdown. So it's another knockdown for the Sexy Guys. I don't get why they're not pushing that, to be perfectly honest. I think they really should be looking to do that, and that's what they're going for because, you know, I know they're kind of going out in the open from those buildings into disengagement, but at the end of the day, you got to take a little bit of a push. You've gotten 2 knockdowns already. They're only going to have a limited amount of meds. Clemo goes going to look to cook up a grenade. Oh, that's a bit of an F in the chat. Boys and girls, that hits against the side of the wall. Actually, no. I thought it did. No, it did because it was Skytube's grenade that connected. Maybe that was done on purpose. So, Clemo now going to look for the second kill. As the kill is going to be confirmed onto one of the players of KuLuMuLuM. Half health. Going on, pre-fire comes through, Clemo comes in. That's going to be the end of Leo TNT. That's going to be the end of KuLuMuLuM, and the Sexy Guys continue on as a 2-man squad. The side of Team 21, they've rotated pretty nicely into the circle. That is Delusion. No, PWS, should I say? Sorry, PWS. Team 21. Looking at Team 30, they're looking pretty good. That's Rimage. Team 30, they're looking pretty good by the south of Everest. Looting those compounds one by one as they make their way towards the center of their circle. It's a little bit similar for Team 14. Homies who just went straight for the center of the circle. So, looking out, Team 3, looting up Watertown as we speak. Don't like Watertown, boys and girls. I do not like Watertown. It's Bialystok, Woodland, Valley. What a team name. What an absolute team name. Like, Bialystok, Woodland, Valley. You can see the list of the teams, by the way, on the side now. Down on the bottom of the stream, scrolling from left to right. Some of them are absolutely hilarious, to be perfectly honest. But now looking on the northern side of the river, Team 11. It's going to be Sweetie's team. Actually disengaging away from this fight of SLP. SLP are a little bit close behind, it seems like. Maybe they don't know that they're there. That's the thing. Maybe it's a matter of them not knowing. But now as Team 2, who did get a couple of kills early on, going to be rotating into the circle. They're going to avoid the side of Team 31 free kill and push their way in. Trying to get an idea of where any other teams are. You have Team 22, you have Team 8, Team 19. Yeah, there definitely is a couple of fights going on in Yasnaya. It's Team 15 of Fresh and Full Women. Team 15 is Mikeox Long. they're going to have the side of Team 29, which is Flour and Milk. Again, what a team name. Flour and Milk. It, by no means is it like, a gaming team name, but Flour and Milk, goddamn, I love it, like, you know? It makes sense as well, because flour and milk, they're two fantastic ingredients to a cake. Maybe not so much a chicken dinner, but you can have cake after getting a chicken dinner. You know, dinner followed by dessert. Hey, the logic is there. Team 11 pushing their way down once again in towards the edge of the river on the northern part. Nice rotation coming out from Team 23. You have Team 42, I believe. Are they taking a couple of shots? No, they're actually not. But Team 42, I'm going to try and feature every team as much as possible. But Team 42, SX, one of the few teams that actually have a team tag. Thank you very much, guys. That matches the team name. And then Team 18, which is Discharge 2. There's two discharges. There's Discharge 1 and there's Discharge 2. So, oh, that's interesting. And then a few teams dropping towards these. So it's definitely not as crazy as I kind of thought it was going to be. Teams are actually, you know, I'm not going to say try-harding, but kind of try-harding. They're like, nah, we don't want to take this fight. Even though it is 2 points per kill. Then again, if it's 2 points per kill the whole game, you might as well wait until the late game when you can get more placement points and more kill points. Right? I like the fact that Team 44, Sharp Team, did kind of rotate onto the edge / the western side of ruins. Because one, it's higher ground, it gives them more information. And now they've gotten ahead of the likes of Team 3, which is Bialystok, Woodland Valley. Looking for the car 98 shots. Can I get the pat the headshot bolte? No, not quite. They see, I respect that. They're not trying to take the shots. They're looking for the right opportunity to strike. We'll speak about this later on as Dalskill Gabriel looking for they did get, I believe, a kill onto one of the players, no, not Team 21, I think it was Team 30. And indeed has been Malnek Gabriel has been able to come in. Actually, he got a nice little juicy kill for his side, double kill, I believe that was the case. They're actually further away from each other, so that was definitely risky coming out from himself. But either way, kind of making it work. Malnak. It was actually Malnak who got N24 headshot onto Destroy. And even though the revive has come through, that allowed time for the side of Bialystok, Woodland Valley to come in. Gonna go either side of the castle. That's a little bit risky because he got to time that engagement perfectly. But Duchu, looking for the third-person perspective, cooking up a grenade. Destroy and Smaller are there. Now it's going to be coming on through. I don't think that quite was. It was just enough to get one knockdown. But now his teammate has to follow through. No, he doesn't need to because Duchu gets a double kill. Takes down Destroy and Smaller. That's going to be the end of that team. Great play coming out from Bialystok, Woodland Valley. Especially considering they were coming out of Watertown. Didn't really like where they were, but credit where it's due. That first knockdown is the antithesis of most successful engagements. Phase 2 is about to show up. It does shift back. Not back, but it shifts down to the southwest. It's a great area, to be honest. You know, it's a common kind of circle shift, to be fair. But, sorry, I did miss a little bit of an engagement there. Apologies about that. Team 22 seems like they're grabbing a couple of kills for their side. Team 22, which is FPX². Again, there's two FPXs. There's FPX and there's FPX2, just to, you know, keep me confused. Team 21, who's PWS. They're going by Everest, which I honestly I'm a fan of. Going around Everest, but Execute is going to get knocked by Nixon. Called out. Going down the hill without any relevant information means that the side of Team 9, XRN Family, could be looking for the final kill onto Nervous of Team 21, PWS. he's going to be able to disengage with that buggy, but now he's left as a one-man army. Nice play. Nice opportunistic kills coming out from Team 9. Can't really complain about that. Can't really complain about that. Now, as the game goes on, there's a few teams on the northern side of the circle because of that southwestern shift, to be fair. It's a little bit more of a cluster. As the side of Team 48, they're going to get breached a little bit. Although, no, Team 3, they're just going to roll right on by. Bialystok taking those 2 kills, and they're just going to move out of there. As a Team 4. Oh, no, they're actually going for the engagement. Duchu does get the first kill. Duchu gets the second kill. Duchu from Bialystok. Oh, very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. Duchu making no mistakes. Literally taking no prisoners. Taking no shit. Talk about taking no shit. Team 13 grab a kill for their side. They're on 4 right now. QuarantNINE flowers are deflowering every single team around them. Taking them by head, by toes, by hook, by crook. Team 35 on the western side of Headshot Hills. They overlook a fantastic open area, so it gives them a lot of information to scout as the next phase has popped up. It did, not the next phase has popped up, but phase 2 is on our screens, and the next phase is going to be coming up relatively soon. So I really like that from the side of Team 35 Sushiclub. I hope, by the way, that my volume is okay. I hope that my volume is okay for you guys. I'm using a backup mic because for some reason my normal caster mic seems to just be causing me issues for now. But the Bialystok Woodland Valley. I love saying that name. And I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but I'm trying to say it how I think it sounds. Bialystok Woodland Valley, they're going into a little bit of a fight that they might not be aware of. Team 33 Dark Angels, although they are going to roll on by Luminatic. He's going to have one of the wheels of his buggy taken out. I don't know if he's going to be able to get to safety. He's going to get knocked down by Wazoo. And you should have just gotten out there, and that's going to be up to Duchu to do something about that. Indeed, he's going to get a first knockdown with the Mini. Will he be able to survive and get the heal up onto his teammate? That is going to be the case, because it is just the first knockdown for Luminatic. Here's the thing, Wazoo, his teammate's been confirmed down, right? So that means it is 2v1. And we know how aggressive Duchu has been so far in this game. Will he look to push this? Is it worth the risk? Do they just take the kill, take the fact that they survived still as a duo, and get the hell out of there? They have an easy disengagement. Although, knowing how Duchu are playing so far in this game, I don't think they're going to look to pull this off. Sorry, I actually have a... Okay. I had a phone call, which I'm just going to ignore because it's late. Weird. I didn't miss a phone call. Okay, so phase 2 is closing in. Phase 3 is about to pop up. We still have 24 teams, 44 players alive. I think it is Hippo. And the rest of Team 42, which is SX. Moving in on towards Team 6. SLP. Both of them in the same building. uq⁶⁹ cooking up a Molotov, but that really goes nowhere near where it needs to be. Hiroki has a grenade in his hand. Hippo is on the roof, but not really in any kind of position to do something about where he is. That's why he does go back inside the house. Goes by the side of the window. Grenade is going to be cooked up. It's a little bit of an elongated engagement between these two teams. That could be a well-placed grenade. Quite. See, don't cry in the kill feed. Pushing on in. But I'm going to hold on to this fight just for another minute or so. Just for another minute or so. See if anything really happens between these two teams. Otherwise, I will switch it on over. You're missing your time to shine, boys and girls. You are missing your time to shine. And that's where I'm going to move on over because I failed to move over to a fight that involved Team 18 and they grabbed a couple of kills. That is Discharge 2. And now they're moving in. The next phase has gone in towards the southeastern direction, which puts Team 11 in a good spot towards the center of the circle. Sweetie's team, they're not so close to the center, but the thing is that they are downhill of the high ground, and if they don't know that a team's coming from there, they could get caught out if they leave it too late to reposition. So if I were them, I'd either go to that compound there, or even go to that compound there. I know that compound's closer to the edge of the circle, but you're going to be able to get more information on the teams to the west, or even move down south to the open ground hills. That's what I would do if I were them. But we're seeing Team 15 seemingly wanting to push in. Fall Women is going to stay inside the compound. Fresh is still in the vehicle, so he's separated from his teammate. Wraps around Team 11. Is now going to look to join back up with his teammate. His teammate will, of course, have made him aware of the fact that Team 2 Smurfs are on that hillside, so just to be a little bit careful. Nice shots coming out for Women to use that as a little bit of a bait to get the knockdown on one of the Smurfs players. That's great teamwork coming out from the side of Mikeox long. Good stuff. Now Team 35 are getting relatively close to them. Here's the thing, because this is a duos tournament, there's a very big possibility for third parties. You've got to know everything that's going on in terms of the angles around you. And exactly where people are. Information is 100% power in a duos tournament. Michael. Side of Team VNC. We're going to see Alpha Venars getting taken out. Lesso's now on his own for the side of Team 45. Super Goat. Let's see if he can Super Goat this on his own. As his teammate VZ Nair did get taken out. Of course, he's on the hillside. He is out, however, outside the circles. That's something he has to think about. The fight between the two teams up on the north, I believe, did end up coming through, and it was Team 42 that ended up surviving. That's SX. Have 4 kills so far in this game, but they are furthest away from the circle. Was always doing a decent bit of work for his side. Up and towards the quarry area is the last hope, the last gasp, the last chance saloon for his side. Getting knocked down onto Naba. He's going to get that second kill. He's going to get the squad wipe. Sater and Naba have been taken out. And what's really important is that Wazio does have a bit more space to play with. Now, by no means is he super cyan safe, because you've got the side of Team 13, QuarantNINE Flowers, waiting on by the strike. They're on 4 kills. Grenade's being cooked up by Samax. He's going to move forward. I think he has an idea that he's in the Cyber Tower. Come on. It's going to be a double grenade as well, just to really secure that. Samax and Revenge 99. Is that going to be a Kobe? It's going to take him down to half health. I can see that Revenge's grenade was a little bit overcooked, but his shots are going to come through. It's going to reposition him outside of the Sniper Tower and Revenge 99. That was a much better grenade. That connected perfectly, and that was a really nice clean kill onto Wazoo. Not losing a player, not losing any health, not losing any armor. Job done. But the next phase has gone heavily down the southeast. That is a poggers rotation, if I do say so myself. Team 10 are still inside the circle, but they do have Team 3. It's going to be a Sexy Guys and a Bialystok Woodland Valley fight. These two teams I've been relatively impressed with as well, followed by the side of Team 38, who are actually going to rotate a little bit further. The thing is about Duchu and Malinak is that they're in the open now. They do have that kind of little bit of a dip where they can obviously use the third person perspective as an advantage, but kind of repositioning further into the circle, if they do it too early, it's going to put them under a lot of pressure. We'll have to wait and see. There does seem to be the side of Team 46 looking for a little bit of a similar engagement. 2 in the vehicle. And they're going to be able to survive that. Just a little bit. Bot in Cuba taking a little bit of damage. Of course, this coastline terrain is a lot easier to play around now because of the fact that you have way more dilapidated tanks and little shacks and cover areas that you're able to play around compared to the previous update. So it is going to be a lot more accessible for the likes of Team 46 exit team to survive on the coastal line. Duchu going to get the first knock onto SkyTube of Team 10. Smoke, I believe, thrown out by Clemo to try and cover off any shots being fired up by Duchu. But here's the thing. All it's going to take is a couple of grenades. And just as I say that, Duchu is looking to cook a juicy bad boy up. See if it's going to be well cooked like a rare steak. That's not going to connect. That was way off target, my friend. You might need to go get your glasses checked if you wear them, because that was nowhere near it. Fortunately, I think Team 3, Bialystok, Woodland Valley, missed their opportunity to push heavily onto the side of the TheSexyGuys. So here's the thing. What they're better off doing is that, yeah, okay, they're a bit safer because they're kind of inside the same compound rather than being out in the open. But I would definitely recommend that they look to reposition into one of the houses. QuarantNINE, I believe, pulling in a couple of kills as well. We saw the squad wipe onto the hands of, I think it is Gabriel from Team 35. The next circle does shift up north. We're down to 15 teams. I'm trying to catch all the action. So let's bring it on over to this fight up and towards the northern side. Don't cry, guys. Don't cry, my friend. You got another 3 games. Feels bad, man. But that does, it actually does put Team 2 under a bit of pressure, because even though they're inside the circle pretty much, they're on the high ground, and that actually exposes them to the multitude of teams around them. Shy with the car 98. His teammate, Nexy. Team 11 looking pretty good inside the circle. They're the only compound. But again, because it's duos, a compound, 3-4 buildings can easily hold 2-3 teams, right? It might not be easy, but it can hold them. Team 15. They're going for it. They're going for it, but they're going to get caught out. French is able to survive. Nexy, you've got to connect those shots. You got to make them count. I know he knows that I know that he knows that the damage has been done. So, are you going to go for that proper engagement? No, the first aid's being laid out. A grenade is going to get cooked up. It's not going to connect onto fresh, and that really isn't going to be enough. Looking over and towards the other side, we see QuarantNINE coming in, Team 35. Actually, it's not QuarantNINE, it's actually Sushiclub. Sorry, thought it was QuarantNINE. It's Sushiclub coming in. Zen getting that kill. They're outside the circle, so it is important that they do look to be somewhat controlling and aggressive to create the space to move in, because with still another 11 teams around them in some way, shape or form, it's only going to get harder for the side of Sushiclub, especially when you look at Team 49, who are coming in from behind uq⁶⁹. Still not going to be easy. QuarantNINE are still alive. QuarantNINE Flowers are still alive as a duo up and towards the hills in the northwestern side of the circle. We still have the 2 teams inside the compound that is in the center part of the circle, looking to plow their way through. The next phase is going to be showing up relatively soon as the blue zone does close in. Susie and Zen from Sushiclub are going to hear those shots. Malnak is going to get knocked down. Dude, you can do absolutely nothing as they left it too late to rotate, and they paid their price being eliminated from this game. Of course, SkyTube and Klimo have been able to survive for now, but the thing is how long they can hold it out for. Going on towards the side of the hill is good, but are they going too deep? You're taking a little bit of damage with the blue zone. You're down to half health. Your teammate has been taken out. Clemo's going to lose his life. YouTube is on his own. Or SkyTube, should I say, is on his own. The circle does shift up north. You do see the side of Team 11 are still in the circle. You have few teams kind of third-partying each other some way, shape, or form. And Zen of Team 35 is holding on for dear life. Wicca using a first aid kit. His teammate has been taken out. The vehicle is out for the count. He's got nowhere really to run, nowhere to hide. And he's praying for a miracle to make his way into the circle. The thing is, though, Team 15, they have to think about moving in, right? They have to think about engaging on Team 11. Although, maybe they don't have to, because maybe Team 11 are going to get third party from Riku of Team 29. Flour and milk. I don't know who the flour is. I don't know who the milk is, but one of them is missing. I'm going to say it's the flour that's missing. Because milk, it's going to work. And Riku's going to get that double kill. He's going to flour and milk and sprinkle that shake and bake power onto the side of Team 11, who go out in 7th spot. 6 teams left. 8 players alive. You got the duo of Team 15, who did get a player knocked down, but was revived up. Very important. Looking at Team 2, Smurfs, still in this game as a duo. You have SkyTube, last player up for his side, is still in this game. Revenge is now going to look for revenge on the SkyTube, who's rolling on by in the US. How the hell did he survive that? Revenge99 missed out on that one, but it is going to be Shiro of Smurfs that's able to get that kill. That will allure Revenge99, who's rolling his way down the hill. He's going to be chunking up that blue zone damage. He's only got 4 first aids, and a matter of time, it's phase 6 or phase 7, I believe it is. Shows up. That does a hell of a lot more damage. Shiro, Keto, he sees her. He knows he's there. Of course, playing on the side of the hill is always going to be difficult. That's why you jump up a little bit just to get a tiny bit more information. Of course, you got to make sure that you don't overstay your welcome. Revenge is going to get spotted out. Nice play by Keto with that TPP perspective. Proven to be fruitious. Now, holding behind that car. Got to remember that Smurfs are outside the circle. Although, Shiro has been able to get in there. And that actually puts pressure, because Freshen and Full Women, they're outside the circle. Okay, they're a duo, but you got 2v2, v1. And all the while, Riku of Flour and Milk. 4 kills. He's got all 4 of them. Looking pretty good inside this container. Of course, again, not in the circle. Grenades being cooked up. Is that going to connect? Oh my lord, it connects! Riku goes boogaloo onto the side of Team 15. Mikeox long. Under a hell of a lot of pressure. What that does is this allows Riku a little bit more time, a little bit more space to reposition. Not quite in the circle, but at the end of the day, because he's repositioned, this side of Team 15, Mikeox long, doesn't know where he is. Riku's going to play on the side. He's inside the blue zone. Time is going against him. Shiro is going to take him down. It was a hell of a job coming out from Riku of Flour and Milk, but it comes down to this 2v2. Smurfs against Mikeox long. Fresh and Full Women against Shiro and Kiddo. As the blue zone closes in, you got 1 player left standing. It's Fresh on his own, playing amongst the smoke, but it's not going to be enough. You have Smurfs taking chicken dinner on game 1 with 10 kills. That's going to give them a pretty solid amount of points. That's going to be 50 points for them for game 1. Forgive me for not knowing exactly the team names based on the players. But it was Freshing and Full Women who finished second. That was Mikeox long. You had Riku with the Flour and Milk side finishing in third. 4 kills nonetheless. QuarantNINE Flowers in fourth, getting 10 kills for themselves. So as much as they only finished fourth, they did get 6 more kills than Flour and Milk, which is 12 extra points, right? So in theory, that could put them ahead of the side of Flour and Milk. You have SkyTube and Klimo from, oh my god, I think it's TheSexyGuys. There you go. Finishing 5th with 2 kills. You had Wicca and uq⁶⁹ with 3 kills. You had Susie and Zen in 7th with 3 kills. You had Shy and Nexi in 8th with 0. I'm just going to roll on by because there's a hell of a lot of teams, and honestly, it's hard to it would take too long to list all of them, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, Again, just to give you guys an idea of the point system coming into these games. 30 points for first, 25 for second, 20 for third, scrolling all the way down. 31st to 50 do get 0 points, so that's not going to be good for a few of these teams. 9 of these teams exactly from game 1. But if you've been able to get a couple of kills, even if you have finished in the bottom 9 of this game 1, you will pick up 2 points per kill. Let's bring on over to my beautiful looking face, as the next code has been brought up. So we will be going over to Miramar for game 2, boys and girls. We are going to be starting somewhat soon. Good 10 minutes. So I have a little bit of time to do a bit of talking before I go for a break. Good game. Bit slow pace to begin with. I wasn't expecting it to be a slow pace. I was hoping some 3 or 4 teams would drop in Pachinki just for a little bit of fun, a little bit of spicy early game action. It was definitely that compound by the coastal line that you never really expect to have multiple teams drop there, but we had like 3 or 4 teams drop there, and that was a little bit unexpected, but I of course enjoyed it. I think Yazai was a little bit action-packed as well, but I didn't go over there until the late stages of that city, to be fair. The circle shifts were solid in the first half, but the second half were a little bit dodgy, so that is it. So on that note, I'm going to set the timer for this game 2, as we will be going for a bit of a break. But I will be able to provide you scores as well in between each game. So that's going to be something that's pretty cool. I'm going to be able to provide you with scores for each game. So on that note, I'm going to go for a break. Thank you so much for tuning in so far, guys. We'll be back for game 2 of the PUBG Mobile Poland Duo Tournament, sponsored by the Slayers. See you guys in a bit. We are back, boys and girls, for Game 2 of the PUBG Mobile Poland Duo Tournament with myself, Imperium. It is, of course, sponsored by the Slayers. So thank you very much to the Slayers for putting some money into the mix. To give you guys an idea, I do have information in terms of the prize pool, which I'm going to show you guys right now. We are going to be getting into Game 2 relatively soon. As see, like it was on the thumbnail anyway, but just to give you guys a bit of an idea, that is it is 500 Polish zloty, which is, as far as I know, roughly about €66 for first place. You have 300 Polish zloty for second place. Actually, no, I think it's 66 for second, and I think it's 122 for first. Anyway, either way, 500 Polish zloty for first, 300 Polish zloty for second, and 100 Polish zloty for third. There's also an MVP prize of 100 Polish zloty for the MVP. So it's pretty cool. I like it. It's a total of 1,000 Polish zloty up for grabs in this prize pool tournament. I'm hoping for a bit of a scores graphic that I can show you guys, but until I have it, I can't unfortunately can't give you guys an idea of what the scores are and who's really in first. I know we've only had one game, but just in terms of if there's been any shake up with some teams scoring more placement points and more kill points and placement points, and vice versa. We are going to be going into Miramar for Game 2 for you guys. So I'm expecting this one to be a little bit slower, to be fair, because it's a bigger map. So in theory, the teams can spread out. My other mic was I was trying during the break. I was trying to fix my other mic, and I was doing some quick audio recordings on Audacity, and then I would play it. But as I play it, obviously it gets heard on stream because it's through the desktop audio. And yeah, somebody in chat, Christian, was just like, "What's that sound?" It's like, yeah, sorry about that, guys, because it's not a pretty sound. It's not a pretty sound at all. That's why I'm so glad I have a second mic up as a backup. And I don't know how this sounds. I don't know if it's peaking. I've turned it down a little bit because I've noticed on OBS's end it is hitting the red mark. So I'm just turning it down just a little bit. Sorry, Christian, if I thought there was something wrong with your PC. So I'm gonna I've turned it down a little bit just so I'm not over peaking in terms of the mic, because I don't want when it comes to the craziness of the late game, for the quality of the casting to be dipped off the back of the mic off the back of the mic thing off the back of the mic freaking. Just gonna see if we're gonna start this because it was meant to start like 3 minutes ago. There you go. There you go. So we can get into this game. Just giving Ked a little bit of shit because he said to me in the lead up to the tour, he's like, I'm gonna like start the rooms. Okay, so this is a funny looking Miramar, but it's actually Erangel. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going over to back over to Erangel for Game 1. On low key, on one hand, I'm actually not too unhappy about that, to be perfectly honest. Yeah. Apparently, the reason why we're going back over to Erangel is because a lot of people don't have the map downloaded. How can you not have the map downloaded? Come on, guys. Come on. Come on. Ah, ripperoni, pepperoni, rip in the chat, boys, rip in the chat. But we're going to be starting this game. It is a little bit of a clean playing path. Nothing crazy, to be fair. Going from the northwest down to the southeast, but it is pretty central. That's why there's a delay in starting as well. Yeah, I think that's helped because turning my mic down on my end is actually allowed that when I don't talk, the mic isn't picking up any sound on OBS. So that's pretty good. North George seems to be a haven for a couple of teams as I bring up the list of team names so I can use them. South George is going to be a little bit of a hotbed of action. So looking at a couple of teams dropping around the school area. Well, Team 35, Sushiclub, they've gone towards South George, and Team 48, they've gone over to Hospital. Again, a good few teams dropping by this compound here by the coastline. I don't know if this is pre-planned. Don't know if it's pre-planned, but we're seeing quite a good few teams dropping around this area. Samax being run over, which is a little bit of a feels bad moment indeed. Two teams are... Well, actually, oh my god. Okay, they're long balling it. Okay, they are long balling it. Don't know what's happened there, but either way. Let's see if I can pick up on a little bit of action. As SX are still up as a team, but Hippo is on his own. I'm trying not to switch over too much to, like, you know, action all the time, in the sense of trying to catch it and then I miss it, and then I try and catch more action and I miss that. I'm trying to preempt a little bit of action, but sometimes it means I'm going to miss other fights on the map. Hippo is in a 1v2 against the side of Team 38, which is Dullskill and Gebro. Yeah, as now has a couple of teams. You have Lipovka, you have Milta Power, you have all these areas. And I'm sorry if I've missed a few fights that I shouldn't be, but it is a pretty similar... Okay, it's a bit more central phase 1. Okay, let's bring it on over to Severny. There you go. Team 19 are going to be getting close to Team 6. That is XRN9P, which is, I think, Xernip. That's what I'm going to call it, Xernip. Going up against Team 6, which is the side of SLP. Of course, you have Nabbit and Satire. Hold on to one of them, hold on to the roofline. Look, see, I pan away from the fight, and Hippo pops off from SX. Of course, I think his teammate did look to join up with him, Hiroki. Indeed, that's going to be essentially the double kill over for Hippo and Hiroki. Now pan on over to back over to his fight. Potentially that might kick off between Team 19 and Team 6. I don't know why, but the quality of my feed seems to have gone a little bit blurry, but I don't know if that's me, if I made a little bit of a mistake. It's Primorsk that is kicking off in this area is Groza. And I don't even know how to say that name. I'm just going to call him Bob. I'm sorry, but it's clearly a Polish-based IGN. I'm not going to be able to pronounce it, so I'm going to call you Bob. Bob and Groza together as a Pelku. He's the last player standing for his side in the Severny area. Let's see if I can find a little bit more action. Ah, here you go. Exit. Team 46. Bot and Cuba. They're in the mansion training. They have Team 9 close by in that yellow building. Nixon. Vapor. Waiting it out. Yeah, I think the stream quality is actually okay. Should be okay. Anyway. They're not engaging on each other. They just don't want to take the shots. They don't want to take the chance. Don't Cry's been able to pop off. He's got a couple of kills for his side. Ah, look at that. Perfect timing. Perfect timing on that. Nice moves. Nice moves coming out there from Discharge too. You can see the side of Team 3. They're very, very separated. Malinak and Duchu, they're very separated. Pretty much opposite ends of the eastern side. No movement between 46 and 9. Which is, of course, exit team against XRN family. Talking about XRN family, I have been able to get a couple of scores here. Okay. Been able to grab the scores here for the first game, so I'm going to do my best to show that as time goes on. And the fight in Watertown has been kicking off as Wika is now the last player up, and Watertown gone up against Team 21. Do my best to do two things at once here, guys. Sorry if it's a little bit boring for you all. I'll try to get back on the wagon of showing some action here. As there you go. Team 42 coming a cropping against Team 33. So 42 and 33. That is SX going up against Dark Angels in the two warehouse buildings of this compound. Ozio, using a third person perspective, you have Avi on the other side of the wall. Of course, they're going to hear each other's footsteps. A little bit noisy vehicle. Is that a little bit of a bait? Are you trying to bait it? Is that? Ah, that was a little bit of a bait. As Avi just got in the bike. Then got back out. Hippo trying to grab a little bit of information without exposing himself. A lot of teams are just avoiding each other. Come on, guys. No fear, just fight, like. I know it's a central phase 1, but Jesus. Give me something here. Give me something. You're starving me of action. You're starving the viewers of action. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. Still nothing going on between Team 6 and Team 19. SLP and this side of XR Nip. These two teams now getting pretty close to each other between Team 30, Team 2, Team 42, Team 33, and Team 23. Ah, here you go. There you go. 3 teams in one compound. We're about to get a little bit of action as rifles and guns are going to be able to survive. Actually, yep, they do survive that. They're going to get the hell out of there. But Team 30 are going to be pretty close by. So the two teams could drop by this compound. So we have 2 compounds, 2 teams together as they go. Shots are going to come through. You're going to see guns being knocked out. Rifles is left on his own. He gets behind that warehouse. Little building. Half health on his own, going for the pre-fire shots, but he's going to be Malaga coming in to get that final kill, and it's going to be a duo wipe out. Finally, a little bit of action. Little bit of action. My prayers have been answered. We also are seeing the side of Exit start their engagement onto... Actually, it was Ducci and Malinik that's able to crash in onto this mansion compound, and Kuba is going to go down. Bot is left on his own, but Ducho is now the final player for his side, and I believe who should I call Kowalski? Christian, actually. Who should I call Kowalski? Give me a team number that I should call Kowalski. Either way, Duchu. I believe Ked is saying Duchu's is his project or somebody he's been training. Based on the first game. Been training him well. All the while, again, Team 9. Like, come on, like. Why are you pissing about? Man. Guys are killing me. It's like the first game was a little bit frantic, and this game is just nothing. Duchu confirms a kill onto Cuba and confirms a squad wipe. And actually, no, it doesn't confirm the squad wipe. It's just a kill onto Cuba. It's bot now that's left standing. For his side, Duchu's actually going to take the risk of going into the buggy. He's going to wrap around on the other side of the mansion building. Maybe he's actually going to go... No, he's going to just get the hell out of there. Hey, look, I'm with that. I'm okay with that. Looking to reposition away. This is definitely a quiet game too. It's like, man, I don't know what to make of this, to be fair. I really don't know what to make of this. Team 45, Super Goat, coming in on the edge of North George. Getting into the blue zone of phase 1. Phase 2 is about to pop up. It is going to shift down south, but it's still relatively central. It's a little bit southwest, but other than that, you know, it's nothing really crazy. It's going to definitely be south of the river. Definitely not going to be in Military Island. This is a relatively solid circle. Looking at the buildings that are available, there's quite a good few up for grabs, and Duchu just keeps on rolling by. He's able to get another knockdown onto the side of Team 14, which is Homies. So now Maleku, Car 98 on top of the roof of the building. He doesn't have to worry about going for the revive, but the second he goes for the revive, he's giving Duchu time and space to, of course, push in. Few shots onto Maleku. The good thing is that he's been able to get to a point where he's able to use that third person perspective. But it doesn't matter because Duchu is either going to move away or reposition. He's actually going to move away because he's not inside the circle, and that kind of makes sense. A few teams coming in from the southeast side. Still lots of teams in this game. 32 to be exact, 59 players. You can tell this is definitely way more of a passive early game compared to game 1. And I think because maybe teams are going, wait, actually, no, we could do pretty good. Let's just take our time. Team 34. They're going to get knocked down onto Shy. Now it's just going to be one player left standing of Team 11. Sweetie's team. Oh no, you're in the open. Grenade is going to be cooked up. Sweetie's team has one player left standing, but there's not going to be enough as Baby Sue comes in to get the double kill for the side of Team 34. StepBrothers, indeed, StepBrother their way in to the fight and get the engagement closed off. What other fight is breaking out? What the hell is going on here, guys? I see Hammy is confirmed. I don't know where this fight is coming from, to be perfectly honest. Am I missing something? Is it here? No, because Hippo won out that fight and they're inside the circle. I genuinely don't know where that fight happened. Oh, ripperoni pepperoni. man. Like, I really don't know, like, you know, I really don't know what to say or do. Like, I'm a caster, and don't get me wrong, it's my job to entertain, but if literally nothing is happening, you know, it's like watching paint dry, and, you know, you try casting over paint drying. Don't cry. Chevy of Team 18 SX taking shots on teams rotating into the circle, which isn't too bad, to be perfectly honest. Exit. You've had the side of Team 14. Now they're all going in right close to the buy on the side of Team 42. Maybe you got to recognize that just a little bit. Shots are being fired out by Hiroki on the M16. There you go. Now in come the shots on the AKM. Nothing really heavily connecting as of right now. Team 14 will just about get away with that, as Clemo's once again in the kill feed. But I don't know where Clemo is. Where is Clemo? I'm missing Clemo. It's Team 10. Team 10 Clemo. Team 10 Clemo, Sky, Tube. They're getting another knockdown onto the side of Team 15. Mikeox long, who did pretty good in game 1, to be perfectly honest, but they're not going to do too good in game 2, and it is going to be the side of the sexy guys coming in to get another couple of kills. 6 so far in this game. They're a force to be reckoned with. Okay, so there's all chat on. I haven't turned off all chat or turned it down volume wise, so please turn off all chat, boys and girls. Oh man, there is still a player up in Watertown. The edge of it, to be fair, is still in the circle. And you've got Team 29, which is Flower Milk Riku, who pulled off a great one-man army, so to speak. Now playing on the edge of the bridge by Watertown. What kind of fights are coming on? We see FK, Team 34. It's actually StepBrothers. Sorry, it's not FK. I just presume it is. But either way, StepBrothers, they did move in on the edge of the compound, held onto by TheSexyGuys. But as they get into the US, it is still out in the open, and they could get punished. Now they're going to be moving in onto the path of Team 27. But as they do look to move up the hill outside of Pachinki, they'll be able to get into a bit of a safe spot. There you go. Now I'm putting on some fights as Pelku is going to go down. Is Maleku for his team is going to be able to get the revive and a few of those kills. Wazoo and Avi of Team 33 now looking for an opportunity to strike. Gets one knockdown. Avi has a sliver of health left. Can the Mini 14 come in? Maybe looking for the pan kill. Nope. Gonna switch over to the AKM. Push in, guys. You're a duo. You're a duo. You know, there's no hesitation. Absolutely no hesitation. Avi was able to... Not Avi, but Asik was able to get a first aid off. Grenade being thrown up. Try and suppress and maybe even get a cheeky knock onto the side of Dark Angels. Using that low ground on that bush to your advantage is actually pretty good work coming out from Asik. Seems like there's a little bit of uncertainty in the engagement coming out from Dark Angels. And you know why I get that? Because the circle is away from them. They're away from the circle. Why take the risk of going for the engagement and getting 1v2'd when you can think about your position inside the circle? You've gotten a kill. You know, let them get away with it. It could be a Pachinki finish. You are seeing a few teams hover around the city of Pachinki area, but it's more around the edges, right? You've got, you know, the side of Team 2, Smurfs, moving on the edge. You've got Team 21, Team 34, Team 9, and Team 1 also around there. Vehicle being blown up. Was you keeping the pressure on? Are they going for the engagement? Or are they not going for the engagement? Time's ticking down. The blue zone's going to be closing in. You got to think about doing something, guys. Pachinki Hill is very viable. You also, I really like the position of Team 22, FPX², Venom, and Deem, should I say, because they have great information on the Pachinki area, but they're pretty much in the center of the circle. Of course, they don't really get that much information on the southern hills of Pachinki, but I definitely think it's a really solid place to be. Asik has gone down, so that's going to be another kill on this side of was doing his teammates. We've seen Team 42 also move in on the eastern edge of Pachinki. Hiroki and Hippo from SX having the Smurfs in front of them. Wonder if any of them is Papa Smurf. You know, if I was a Smurf, I'd be Papa Smurf because of my beard. It's true. It's true. Team 9 are going to be put under a little bit of pressure by not one, but even two teams. I know Team 1, FPS, is pretty much a one-man army. It is a one-man army, to be exact. Know pretty much about it, but at the end of the day, he could be a thorn in the side for any of these two teams. There's Nixon looking up towards the church area. You have Team 34, StepBrothers. They've got 2 kills. Baby Sue and 2 20 FPS. Shots are going to come in. The sprays come out. The vehicle is exposed, and the tires will most likely be blown up by 20 FPS. If not by his teammate Baby Sue, who hasn't really made any noise. Although now is looking to join up with their teammate. Next circle, moving up north. It's away from Pachinki. So it puts a little bit of pressure on the teams that they go there. That's why they're wrapping around on the outside of the Pachinki city. But when you have multiple teams doing that, it's not going to be easy. Still Team 2, Team 42 on the eastern edge. Nice rotation coming out from the side of FK2 to go towards the center of the circle. You have Team 10. They've pushed heavily in on this circle shift and are going to go in towards the same compound as Team 35. This fight is going to be breaking out relatively soon. SkyTube and Klimo of TheSexyGuys going up against Sushiclub. Zen, Susie. Susie's on the outside of the building looking to use that third-person perspective to their advantage. I like the fact that Klimo and SkyTube are constantly moving around because even though they're making noise, when they're making constant noise in different areas, it's a little bit harder to track them. Now as they stop on either side of the building, using that US to their advantage. San. It's going to look like a spot out. Susie. Now cooking up another grenade. Gotta make sure that you don't waste all of your utility guys. Klimo taking the shots, not connecting on the Zen just yet. He's going to go inside that building. Seems like they're priming themselves up for a little bit of an engagement between SkyTube and Klimo. They're sticking close together. They could use that to their advantage, but Susie gets a knockdown onto Klimo. Now this should be the push for Sushi to confirm the squad wipe. They're still separated. SkyTube can, in theory, get the revive. If he can catch out Susie or the other member of Sushiclub, that would be pretty good. But it's still not going to be easy. Kill is going to be confirmed. Sushi knows he's there. SkyTube is on his own. Actually, Klimo's yet to be confirmed. I thought he was. He's crawling away on the other side of the building. Again, the use is being used. We're not seeing the push that I expected to see from Sushiclub. I wanted to see that level of aggression. You're allowing that revive to in any way be put out. Susie's now going to push their way forward. Going to blow up that door. Take away a level of protection. Pre-fire is going to come out. You got to make that work together, and indeed that is going to be the push coming in through the window. There he goes. The shots are going to be well played. It's going to be one knockdown, but because Zen followed up the squad wipe comes through or the duo wipe comes through. All the while they're now outside the circle. There's a lot of action on the northeast side as Wujas gonna try and get the revive onto his teammate Groza, but gonna look to cook up a grenade. No! Oh, Wujas! Oh, feels bad, man. Split second too late, my friend. Split second too late. Smurfs. One man player left, Shiro. He's outside the circle. He's got a few teams around him. He's on the roof of the building. Nixon and Vapor done a great job of holding on. Vapor goes down though. Nixon is now left on his own. Team 21 doing a great job inside this compound that is inside the circle. Nicely done by PWS. But they could be put under pressure. We could see a team look to third party this. Team 17. Camlos, EQ, and Puma. Actually avoiding, but they're going right into the loving arms of that one-man army that is FPS. The last player standing. They're going to go on towards the other side of Churchill. But do they know? Do they know? Well, that Team 9 are still up in this game. That's the thing. They're coming in hot from outside the circle. Their information is definitely not as heavy as a few other teams. They probably don't even know that a 100 watt is there. Thank you so much to the guy in chat calling me sexy. Much love to you. And we have Avi and Mozio pulling out an initial engagement onto Team 35. But they do have to move across the road. That's why the grenade is looking to be cooked up. Oh, but it is going to be Exit Bot that comes in to get the third party in a double kill. I believe that was the case. And Bot has 4 kills for his side. The next circle is going to show up. It is going to go once again down the southeastern side. The church area is still in the circle. Looking good on the edge. Last player from Smurfs, Shiro, holding down behind a rock. You have Kalamosi Q, his last player standing for Team 17, but he's taking shots from the members of Team 9. He just couldn't get into cover in time, and Nixon sprayed very nicely on this church side area, and oh my god. Oh my god. Seriously. Seriously. Seriously, Sushiclub. Do you want to relax there? Do you want to actually relax, like? 7 teams, 11 alive. We're getting to the end of game 2. I will be able to, as I said, update you on the scores from game 1 after this game. And Duju comes in. He is going to get taken out, but it wasn't before him confirming a kill for his side and an extra 2 points for Dushu. Nicely done all the same. It was do or die, now or never. Shiro still holding on. A knockdown has come through onto Nixon. So Vapor is getting the revive. That has allowed Shore to go into the church area. He's now going to go upstairs. Shiro, Uzi in his hand on the side of the church. Going to go for the pre-fire shots. He's going to get 1 knockdown. Cleanly done. Reloads up. He's going to go for his second knockdown. It's technically a drop shot. He takes the last remaining player of Team 9 down to a sliver of health, but it has been finished off by another side, and Shiro hold on. The Smurfs smurfed their way into the top 4 with 6 players left standing. Team 21 still up as a full team. PWS looking to claim this game too as the circle goes in their favor. And if you look at it, Shiro and Zen all have to essentially go downhill. For Shiro, he can go to the tree, but he's on the roof. And he can drop down and maybe go outside the building, but realistically, his best bet would be to actually go down this hill and hug this side. But the thing is, if he gets spotted out on that movement before, and he's even got to think about the blue zone, but if he gets spotted out before, while he makes that initial movement from the church, the side of Team 21 who have that man advantage, and they know they have the man advantage, well, they might think it's a double squad, that it's a full team that's left, but I doubt that's the case. Time's ticking down. 15 seconds until the blue zone starts creeping in at phase 7. Grenades being cooked up by Zen, looking for Shiro. They're taking each other out, giving more time, more control over to the side of Team 21. Low ball grenade being cooked up by Shiro. It's going to go down by the side of the church. That's actually a good one. The blue zone's kicking in. Going inside the church. They're going to take the fight against each other. Shiro going up against Zen. But Zen is pretty much stuck inside the church. Oh no, he actually finds a clean window to go in. That's going to jump shot coming in, but Shiro, oh baby, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Shiro looks to cook up a smoke. He knows that Team 21 is there. It's a 1v2, my friends. A 1v2. Hanging on to the edge of the smoke. The circle of phase 8 does once again go over in the favor of Team 21 PWS. Shiro, the Papa Smurf of Smurfs. Right now, he has another smoke that he can utilize as far as I know. He has 30 seconds to make a move. The side of PWS, they're sticking together, which I respect. But it does beg the question. They spread out a little bit and send one player forward as a bit of a bait. Could they do something about that? I think that truck is outside the circle. We'll have to wait and see. 5 seconds until the blue zone starts closing in. I'm going to stay in the perspective of Shiro because at the end of the day, he's the one that has to pull out the clutch play. He's the one that has to do something about his position because he is on his own. Phase 8. That chunk damage is hard. He's going to use a first aid. That'll get him by for now. He's full up on stims. Is he going to go for the heal battle? That's a bit risky. You can't really go for a heal battle in phase 8. You're only giving more control onto the members of PWS. They're feeling more confident. Look at all the smokes. He goes anywhere near the edge of the circle right now. He's gone for the heal strat. I respect the Shiro, but I don't agree with it. Bandage after bandage after bandage. You miss an opportunity to be a hero in this moment. You're too low on health. He's going to go down. At least he's going to deny a couple of points. And it is going to be PWS Team 21 who take game 2 in Erangel with 5 kills for their troubles. I love the way I put match 1 Erangel, but I was actually meant to put match 2 Erangel. That's a little bit of a feels bad, man. I'm actually going to... I don't even have a match 2 Erangel, to be fair. Text, that's oof. Oof. Okay. Well, look, I'm going to let you guys know. So, obviously, as I said, game 1 was won by... I actually forget. It was won by Smurf. And then second place was Mikeox Long in game 1, and then game 2 has been won by the side of Team 21, which is PWS. And fair play, Smurf looking consistent with second place and 4 kills in this game 2, so nothing to be sniffed at. Yeah, Sushi and Zen in third, getting 5 kills for themselves, 4 kills for the team in fourth place. Vapor and Nixon finishing in 5th with 5 kills as well. 5 kills for Exit in 6th. Dusho and Malinak not finishing quite as highly in game 2 with 5 kills in 7th place. And scrolling on down, you can see teams finishing fairly high. Groza with 5 kills for his side. Nothing to be sniffed at. Don't Cry of SX with his teammate. Don't Cry getting 4 kills. Yeah, Klimo from the side of a Team 10, which is TheSexyGuys getting 6 kills, so has perked up the lack of placement result. And you can see the end of the results of that game too. So let's bring you the points as they stand in game 3. Actually, let's change this image. There you go. Scores game 1. And here you go. He's Smurf, as we said. First place in game 1, getting 30 points with 10 kills means they have a total of 20 kill points. That's 50 points total. You had Mikeox Long in second place with 25 placement points, 8 kill points, 33 total. Flour and Milk, third place, 20 placement points, 8 kills, 28. Good stuff for them. Quarantine Flowers, QuarantNINE, should I say? QuarantNINE, there you go. QuarantNINE. See, I'm calling it QuarantNINE because that's how it's used. But either way, Quarantine Flowers. 15 placement points, 10 kills, giving them 20 kill points, a total of 35. It does put them actually ahead of Flour and Milk. So they are doing it purely on placement points first. So that's not actually the standings. That's a little bit of a mistake. So I'll look to try and get that corrected for game 2. So that you can see the overall standings again. I'll be updating you guys. That was the results after game 1. That was just the results after game 1. Sorry, Smurfs, and just writing this down. PWS game 2. Actually, Erangel. Woo! Let's go, gamers. Looking pretty good. So that was game 2. Definitely, you know, a lot more passive, right? Definitely a lot more, you know, a lot calmer. You know, somewhat teams respecting each other, and it's that kind of makes sense, to be fair. As I just look to put on a little bit of music, but I hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast anyway and enjoying the games. Looking at game 3, we do have the code, we have the information. We're gonna be, of course, bringing you guys on a bit of a break before we go into game 3. Sanhok should be a lot more action packed, smaller map, less landmass, crazy circles. Let's see what happens, but until then, going for a break. Be back in about 6 minutes. See you guys soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There's somebody in chat, Rias Kramori, who's looking for an ASMR video. I've never done ASMR, but let's see if is this the kind of ASMR video you're looking for. Let me just turn the music down and welcome back to the PUBG Woodland Geo tournament sponsored by the Slayers. I hope this kind of voice is the ASMR video that you're looking for. Yes. Okay, so we're getting back into the games. Yeah, so I informed Ked that the scores aren't actually in order in order of actually the teams who are in first, second, third. So that should get fixed when I do show the scores for game 2, game 3, and game 4 kind of thing. We are going to be getting into the third game relatively soon. We're going to be going over to Sanhok. I hope the teams have the map downloaded. That would be super pleasurable. So, yeah. Oh my god, I hope you guys are at least enjoying the games, enjoying the broadcast. We are indeed going into the third game fairly soon. We're loading in. Somebody said +1 for the music. Thank you very much. That's free, royalty-free music from an artist called Harris Heller. Well, he's created Stream Beats and he creates the music. It's all essentially copyright free. So, and to be fair, it's very good music. It gets me pumped up before a stream. Like if I'm streaming, and I'll play the music for a good 10-15 minutes before I even start the broadcast. Never mind start talking, because it is genuinely good. I like it. So, how many teams are gonna drop in boot camp? Feel free to throw your guesses in the chat. How many teams are going to drop in boot camp? I'm going to say 5. 5 teams are going to drop in boot camp. And 4 teams are going to drop in Paradise Resort. And 3 teams are going to drop in Painan. But specifically, boot camp, I think 5 teams are going to drop in boot camp. That's my guess. Well, we're into the game, so let's see how it goes down. And where these teams are going to land. Okay, so a couple of early drops are coming down. So once again, bring up the list of teams so I get some information on the team names. Team 42. SX, they're dropping to the north. You have a couple of other teams, Smurfs, who are doing pretty good in the overall standings. They're going onto the mountainside. We have a few teams dropping in Painan. We have only 2 teams going to boot camp. Team 40. Actually, no. 1. Okay, that's a little bit of a... Okay, I don't know what the hell that is, but either way. We have... Okay, so there's obviously a... Okay. Team 15. Okay, so... Team 15, Team 22, and Team 7. So you got 3 teams in boot camp. 3 teams in boot camp. No, 4 teams in boot camp. Because you got Team 48 as well. Team 17, 48, you seen Planter. Gonna knock onto Fresh. But now Planter is on his own. Oh, he's going to be coming in. Bialystok is going to get that kill. That's going to be the end of another team. 2 teams gone down in boot camp already. Well, actually, sorry, 1 team. Oh, nice by Four Women onto Deem. He's Venom. Left for Team 22. Goes for the pre-fire shots into 4 women, of course. Side of team 48. WaveOfFlour are going to hear this. And look for the shots into 4 women. They've been put down to very low health. No meds! No meds for 4 women. So, might just have to dip away in some way, shape, or form. I think that's a couple of bandages. Okay, that's good. It's a good start. Of course, that has allowed the revive to be pulled up onto team of Team 22. I don't know who you are, Rias Gromori. I don't know who you are, like. I don't recognize their YouTube name. Like, I might know who you are. I don't recognize their YouTube name. Either way, 4 women. Definitely starting to be put under a little bit of pressure by Team 48. They're down on the low ground. He's trying to get... Ah, okay. He's going to hear the footsteps. He's being suppressed by 2 sides. The thing he could do, actually, is he can not necessarily camp, but he can kind of look to play around and bait Team 22 into engagement into 48, right? You know, in terms of like play around each other. Because they're not necessarily going to know who exactly is who from the footsteps. They're just going to hear footsteps. So that could be pretty good stuff from 4 women. And Venom is going to be coming up from the underside carriageway. I know I'm missing a hell of a lot of action that's going on. I'm sorry, guys, but again, I don't want to dip too much. Okay, Kampong. Let's switch on over. Screw boot camp. We have 3 teams in Kampong. Team 49, Team 46, and Team 31. Team 49, uq⁶⁹, you got Team 31, and you got Exit, which is Team 46. So free kill, uq⁶⁹, and Exit. No real engagements happening. You have, oh my god, Jesus Christ, you got loads of teams around each other, but I'm missing the fights. I know, I'm missing the fights, but it's hard to pick up everything. Ghost and Skiller. Sticking around this one building. Surrounded by 1 team, but you got Execute knocking down Avi. So nice third party coming in from Team 40. Hami and Maku. Nice shots. Execute is going to get finished off inside the kill feed. God damn it, Rias. I clearly, like, you're killing me, Rias. Literally, like. I think I was right with the amount of teams that dropped in boot camp on a side note. Just want to say that. Let's head on over to Painan, as we have Team 27, Team 34. And then up on the hills, you have Team 6. So you got Luminatic. You got StepBrothers, and you've got the side of SLP. Kampong seems to be possibly kicking off. Let's get an idea. Yeah, let's... Oh, no. Yeah, Exit went down, so fair play to Laura on the side of Team 31. Been able to pick up a double kill. The thing I worry about for Team 34, StepBrothers, is that they're separated either side of Painan. The good thing for Team 27 is that they're not pinched by 2 teams because Team 6 are actually disengaging quite heavily. You do still have the 3 sets of teams in total over in boot camp. You got HUTAT had 2 teams of Smurfs and no, the SexyGuys, should I say. And Team 38. Okay, well, won't it let me change player view? There you go. Spectate. There you go. Silent Adam. Lost his teammate, unfortunately, so 48 down to 1 player. WaveOfFlour. But now Leomt. Okay, I don't know where. I don't know how I'm missing all this. Oh my god, why is it that the second I move away from a city, we have an engagement coming down? But either way, Team 34 looking to close in on their attack, looking to go doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Okay, that was a terrible, terrible sound. King Goonie. Trying to get off the first aid. He's not able to use that and get his gun in time. That's going to be the end of him. And that is going to be another couple of kills for this side of StepBrothers. Nicely done. Next circle pops up. It does center up quite nicely towards the mainland. Nobody is really into the center of the circle. We still have 4 teams on the eastern side by this compound. You have Team 11 on the high ground upper area. A few teams in the compound. Then you have team on the kind of western side of the compound. Shy has a car 98. Nexy doing good work with the M4. Realistically, it's a Leo DMT who's on his own for the side of KuLuMuLuM MiNi. That probably has the hardest job to do, but being on his own, he can kind of prone down, looking down on the southern side of the circle. SX, Team 18. Well, it's actually Discharge too. Looking to come in. You have a side of Grozel. Well, the side of Team 6. Picking up a kill onto one of the players of Team 34, StepBrothers. So it's just 20 FPS left standing. As he goes back down the hill of Painan. And he'll be able to hopefully get into a little bit of safety. As Wujas and Groza waited out on top of the hill above Painan. I'm missing all the action. I'm missing so much action, it's not even funny. And I'm so sorry, guys. You also see Don't Cry. They're able to get a kill along the way. I really don't want to miss this fight that's going to happen on the eastern side. And there you go. Neklu is going to... Actually, no, this is going to be another area. It's Team 5. Headhunters. They're not doing too much headhunting. It's going to get to the point in the circles where they're really outside, you know? Team 11 have moved down from the hill, or at least one of the players, Shy. 20 FPS have been able to get knocked down onto Groza. I'm going to keep an eye on that, but I'm not going to pan on over too quickly because we are seeing the side of Team 40, Anti, start to take a couple of shots. They're somewhat respecting each other, cancelling each other out. What's great for the side of Sweetie's team is that they've been able to join up as a 2-man team. Nexy moving down the hill as well to join up with Shy. So you got teams in each building of this compound on the eastern side of the map. Do they know that it's just one player inside a small building? That's the thing. What kind of information does each team actually have? Interesting. But then, of course, it's going to be hard for Sweetie's team because if they go for any kind of engagement onto the side of Headhunters, you could see a third party from Team 40. Although, they're finally realizing, look, we're better off just getting the hell out of there. It's not worth it. And they're going to go into boogie and just move out. The circle has centered up quite nicely. A lot of teams are on the edge of the circle. We still have a couple of teams inside boot camp. Sign Adam. The last player standing has got one inside of Team 22 near him. Deem. Lost Venom early on. That's an interesting position by KuLuMuLuM. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Oh, nice by KuLuMuLuM. Red dot spray with the M4 on the Clemo. That's a little bit impressive, but a little bit surprised he saw him. Definitely. Good shots coming out from KuLuMuLuM. Gives him a little bit of time to at least move out of that building, but of course he still has to go across the water. Do have Team 42, SX. They're going to spot him. They saw the fishy in the sea and they find that kill. It's a confirmed one. But the thing is, because he's in the water, they can't be certain that he was the last player from his side, because if you're in the water and you go down, you know, it's an insta-kill anyway. So they can't really be too sure that's the last player. Okay, Rias. I need to know who you are, like. Are you on Instagram, Rias? Are you on Instagram? Because you're simping me so hard and I just need to know, like. I need to know, Rias. Are you on Instagram? And have you messaged me on Instagram? Anyway, getting back to the game. Down on the south side, outside Quarry, you have Team 26, Team Venoms. Able to get initial knockdown, and it's going to be an instant kill onto the side of home. He's Team 14. So it gives them a lot more space to play around and come into the circle as the blue zone does make its way through. On the blue zone of phase 3. Team 19 could be the ones that gatekeep them inside this warehouse. XRNIP. There you go. Then you got the side of Team 20, Delusion1, facing a little bit of the blue zone with Groza and Bob, as I'm gonna call him. Oh, I think it was somebody saying to I think it was somebody saying to call him Kowalski. It was Christian that said you can call him Kowalski, I think. But I forget. Oh my lord. So the next circle phase up. Rias, you're full on distracting me and I'm so confused right now. But let's head on over as Hiroki was knocked down. Hippo's now the last player standing off his side, Team 42. SX under fire. Let's see if we can get the shots into Chemo. That one's going to miss. Chemo has been able to reposition away. But Clemo, still under pressure, is going to get knocked down. SkyTube. Can SkyTube respond? Not quite. Not yet. Hippo's been able to trade things out. Now the action does begin in towards the blue zone. You got Hippo down by the side of the rock. SkyTube's by the side of the tree. Hippo's not spotted SkyTube from moving in. Out in the open, SkyTube, you gotta take the shots. What the hell? What the hell? You had free shots there. You had free shots, SkyTube. Oh, man. Oh. At least SkyTube does confirm the kill on the Hippo. Grenade being fired out by Hippo. Takes you SkyTube down to a sliver of health. The thing is, does Hippo know that? Hippo's going to reposition himself. Both of these teams are outside the circle as the blue zone closes in. SkyTube able to get first aid kit off pre-fire shots from Hippo as he does play around the side of the tree. Phase 4, blue zone damage is going to be a little bit heavy. 4 first aids for Hippo. Going to engage forward. Going to go for all or nothing. Drop shot comes through, and that's going to be Hippo from Team 42. SX clutches in, but he is going to be able to get a first aid off. He does have a decent bit of way to go. You got Team 48 in front of him. The thing is, does he know that? Silent Adam is being silent but deadly. He's looking in towards the direction of Team 48. Oh no. No. Come on. You gotta see Hippo. Oh yeah, he sees Hippo. Silent Adam does the job for the side of Team 48. Grabs a kill. WaveOfFlour has been able to grab a kill. Now the southeastern side is definitely getting a bit more clustered. On the high ground, you got Team 6. You got Team 19. Then on the low ground, a quarry, but it's still relatively high ground, giving them a little bit of information and sidelines. Then to the north of Team 6, you got the side of Smurfs. Team gets taken out. PDX Golo, what do you mean by light grip Imperium? A little bit confused by your message. VNC coming in from the blue zone. They left it a little bit late to rotate. They might not only feel the pressure of the blue zone, but even from the teams that are inside the edge of the circle. Most likely looking at Smurfs and even the side of SLP, Team 6. Nice grenade by Groza onto Shiro. Confirmed that kill. Now it's just Kiddo left standing. QBZ. Prone down. Groza. Now I'm going to be dancing around looking for the last player. The circle does go up. We're going to see Groza as well from Team 20 come in. And that's going to be, shots are going to be coming through. Kiddo gets a knockdown onto Groza. Now, how can Wujas respawn? Nice 1v2 from Kiddo. Oh, baby, you just got schooled. You got schooled by a one-man wrecking machine on how to fail an engagement in a 1v2. Oh, Kiddo, baby, the clutch master, the clutch god. Oh, biting my nipples and call me Jimmy. That was well played by himself. I was not expecting that. But credit where it's due, Kiddo gets the job done. Now, Team 19, Xernib coming in. They're going to go right into the loving arms of Headhunters. But there is, of course, Sweetie's team somewhat third party. Nervous does take down Sumax. In the kill feed, smoke's being thrown out. You do have the side of Team 40 coming in from the side as well. Hami and Maku. I have information on one of the players. I think it's the last player of Sweetie's team. Typhus is going to go down. Shy is going to go down. We're losing players left, right, and center. 9 teams, 14 players left standing. Satari doing a great job with those smokes. Actually, he's able to reposition in. There's a little bit of a gap, though. He doesn't necessarily know what's going on. He's going to take those shots, and even though it's a suppressing fire, it's still going to alert the attention of Team 40. We're not actually going for it. They're not actually going for it. They're not going for it. And now they're going to go for it. Able to get the kill. Are they able to get the squad wipe? Indeed, that is the case. They do get a player knocked down. Team 40 going to be coming in. That's going to be nicely done by Hammy. I kind of missed a few of those shots, and I apologize about that. But it is what it is. Kiddo popping off, though. Kiddo popping off. 4 kills for his side. We're down to the final 14s, and it's 5 players. So only one team has a full duo left, and that is Team 21 PWS. The winners of Game 2, can they claim a second chicken dinner in a row? Now PWS biding their time. 3 teams, 4 alive. Kiddo went down. 4 women of Team 15. Using that low ground to his advantage. Outside the circle though. On this next shift of phase 7. Execute. Looking for the last player. Actually, no, it's going to be the other way around. Hammy finds Execute. That could be the push that Hammy needs. Molotov being thrown out to try and confirm that kill. He's inside the circle, and he's low ground, and he's behind a rock. This is perfect play. Grabbing that kill while he could. Yeah, baby. Molotov didn't connect. Pre-fire shots. Suppress your opponents. Create the space. Hammy gets executed, and it's actually full women that gets nervous. That's a two-man team. Have been eliminated. It comes down to this 1v1. Full women against Hammy. Mikeox long against the side of Anti. One v1 in phase 7. The blue zone closes in. Both players are inside the circle. In theory, Hammy has a bigger advantage because he's got a rock to play around, whereas for full women, it's only a 3. But here's the thing. You've got an MK. You've got an MK full women. The circle goes in their favor. Hammy has to reposition now. If he goes onto the low ground, he's got nothing really in front of him. If he goes on the high ground, he's got a 3, but he's going to be high ground. He's got 25 seconds to do something about this. How many smokes? How much utility does he have? 1 smokes, 2 smokes. Looking to be thrown in the direction of the circle. He's going to make his way up the hill. Going to look for the rock. Of course, Full Women is going to be able to hear those shots. And it's going to be Full Women with the MK49. Takes out the last player of side. And it is going to be Full Women afresh that comes in to take the chicken dinner on phase 3. Full Women with 7 kills to secure the win for their side. Great job across the board. But Hammy, got to give him credit where credit is due, was the antithesis of getting the squad up onto Execute and Nervous, who finished in 3rd with 7 kills for themselves as well. In 5th place, you had the duo of Bizanchik and Silent Adam. In 6th place, you had the duo of Guchik and Pelku. 7th, you had the duo of Ghosty and Skiller. You had Naba and Satire. In 8th, you had Typhus and Riku in 9th. 0 kills for them, though, unfortunately. Anybody else stood out from a kill point of view? Even if you finished lower down? No, nobody really stood out, to be fair. It was all about the kind of the top 3 or 4 contenders that racked up the most kills across the board. Said, you know, Full Women getting 7 for himself. Hammy getting 4, although Maku getting 0. 7 in total for 3rd place side with Nervous and Execute. Kiddo and Shiro. Kiddo, absolute clutch in the 1v2. Definitely one of the most enjoyable moments. Getting 4 kills for themselves. Good stuff from game 3. Not as... Okay, so it was crazy, but it was one of those games where it was like, I kept on missing the action, and I definitely think I could have done a better job. To be honest, I low-key suck at observing. I do. I low-key suck at observing. And I could do with being a hell of a lot better with it. It's so hard to balance things. But I do my best, and I try and make it somewhat entertaining for you guys. We have got one more game to go. I'm going to do my best to, again, give you an update on the overall scores after 2 games. Okay. Do you have overall? What is graphic? Okay, no overall scores graphic, but I do have the results of game 2, which I'm going to show you guys. Scores game 2, which I'm going to show you before we go for a break. Let me just load this bad boy up so I can show you guys. Okay, cool. So this was the scores of the last game. That was the scores of last game, right? Of course, PWS got the most points. 30 placement, 10 points for kills, 40 total. You had PDX Smurfs second with 33, etc., etc. XRM Family in 5th, getting 24 points. That in theory does actually move them up to 4th rather than actually 5th. But those kill points coming in stronger from that point of view. So that was your results from Game 2 in Erangel. We are going to go for a bit of a break soon. Just as soon as I set things up for Game 4, we're going to be going over to Vikendi for the final game of the evening here in the PUBG Mobile Polish Duo Championship. There's exactly 1,000 zloty up for grabs, as we look to get the timer on board, so give you guys an idea of when I'm going to be back for the final game of the day. Of course, thank you very much to everybody for tuning in and sticking with me here. Thank you so much to everybody in the Polish community. You guys are over awesome, and thank you to Ked along with the Slayers for helping to put this all together. Again, going to go for a break, but I'll be back. I'll be back for the final game of the day in just over 7 minutes. See you guys soon. Woo! What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? What the hell? Okay, just got added to a weird Discord group. Fair enough. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the PUBG Mobile Poland Duo Championship. 1,000 Polish zloty up for grabs in this tournament for the top 3 and then, of course, MVP. So to give you guys a bit of an idea, here's what we've been dealing with in terms of... Oh my god, I forgot who won game 3. Feels bad, man. That's the points distribution that you see in front of you guys. Okay, so you can see 30 points for first, 25 for second, 20 for third, etc, etc. This was the overall scores for the second game. Not the overall score, sorry, the scores for the second game. So we saw... we did see the side of PWS finishing in first on that game, getting a total of 40 points, so it was good. I think PWS did pretty good in game 3 as well, so we'll have to wait and see for that. For the scores of game 3 to come through, I'll have a graphic hopefully soon enough. Of course, this is the final game of the day. I won't be showing you an overall scores after the last game. That will be showing up on the Slayers Discord. But I'm just going to lower the music because we're about to get into this final game. I don't know. Actually, I made a mistake and I didn't change the freaking match 4. I didn't actually put... Don't even have a match 4 freaking... I'm going to put match 4 Sanhok. Screw it. Actually, let me change it. I will do it now. Actually, match 4 Sanhok. Let me change it. Okay, match 4 Vikendi. Match 4 Vikendi. I have the power. And now we're getting into the game. Let's pause the music. Show you the action as you see a playing path. That is not too bad. Now, I'm kind of low-key expecting a generally passive game, to be fair, because Vikendi is quite compound heavy. But then again, we could also see some crazy. Okay. A few teams are dropping, of course, pretty close by. I was expecting more to go to Picado, but that doesn't seem to be the case. A couple of people going to around the Cosmodrome area. Let's see. Hot Springs Cantra seems to be popular enough as well as an area for teams to drop. Because there's a lot of compounds in Vikendi, I'm not expecting to see, like, you know, I'm not expecting to see, like, so many freaking teams hot drop. Because there's a lot of areas. But then again, I've seen in Vikendi in the past where teams will hot drop each other. We'll be down to a low amount of teams like super early in the game. Phase 1 is up north. You have a little bit of water in play. Keep an eye. Winery definitely seems to be a bit of a popular place. Okay, just need to ban somebody in my Twitch chat for just a bot. Cool. Okay, so it seems we have two teams in Winery. Team 10 and Team 9. That's the XRM family and the Sexy Guys. Vapor. And Nixon. Nixon's up on the high ground, Vapor's on the low ground, so realistically they're kind of separated from each other a bit. Although it seems like Vapor is heading up the stairs to join up with his teammate. That's going to be pretty good. These are two good teams. Been pretty happy with how they've been played, but he's Klimo is going to get knocked first by Nixon. It's going to be Skychu that's going to fall. Vapor comes in. It's going to be a kill squad duo wipe for the side of Team 9. XRM family. I wasn't really expecting it to be cleaned out so quickly, but that is the way the cookie crumbles. Looking around other parts of the map, there's no real other. Dobro Mesto has 2 teams. They're not like super close to each other, but Team 49, uq⁶⁹, he's definitely getting closer to Team 15. That is the side of Mikeox long. We're seeing oh, actually, okay, I didn't realize that there's a fight happening on over and towards the northeastern side. Naba. Team 19 going to get very close to Team 6. We've seen some players go down in a kill feed, but again, it's hard to track everything. But it is going to be SLP going up against Xernip. Exit. Putting in some work, you can see, over in the Abbey area to get a bit of a wipe. It's just one player standing, it seems. As Hammy was knocked down, so Maku is left on his own. They've traded one apiece overall. Bot's on the high ground. Maku's on the low ground by this tower. Bot using his third-person perspective to get as much information as he can. Seems like Maku is making his way up the stairs, little by little, but that's very, very risky. He's thinking about confirming Hammy, but he doesn't want to. Maku, I don't know if he's going to see Bot. Pre-fire shots, that's going to send Maku back down the stairs. The good thing is that Hammy, who's yet to be confirmed, is giving information to Maku on where Bot is. It's a matter of, you know, I don't think Maku can make his way up the stairs. I don't know if Maku can even go up the stairs of another pillar and do something about this, but Hammy's so bleed now, he's going to die to his doom, and he's realistically going to come down to his 1v1. Moving on over to the edge of Mavatra, you have the side of Team 18. It's a Discharge 2 going up against Team 17, that's Discharge. So Discharge versus Discharge 2. Keeping an eye, because these are duos. As soon as like a fight breaks out, it's like, you know, interesting. Okay, still looting up Dobro Mesto, but nothing really to initiate a fight. Nice shots coming out. Going to send Team 6 away on their hurries. Just keeping an eye. We've seen also Malinak and Duchu from Team 3. Bialystok, Woodland Valley. Together they rotate towards the circle. Now, there you go. Now there's a fight happening on the edge of coal mine. Leo, DMT's last player up. Unless he can get any kind of revive. Nope, that's not going to be the case. He's out in the open. Team 13. QuarantNINE. I think that's QuarantNINE. Yeah, QuarantNINE Flowers. Or Quarantine. I say QuarantNINE because I think it sounds cooler, but plus the 9 on my list is capitalized and the Quarant is not. So I consider it as QuarantNINE. But then again, if you're going to take that logic, surely my name should be Imperium. So it's hypocritical for me to say that as I do a little bit of self-reflection. So Team 49, Team 15 yet to really kind of kick things off between each other, to be perfectly honest. Weekend Avacute just again looting up those buildings. They are getting closer. And the question is, you know, the roof area that is held onto by Faux Women and Fresh at Team 15. Mikeox long. There you go. They haven't really been making a noise, but now they are with those shots. They haven't really been able to pull a knockout with that. So they'll have to maybe rethink their engagement. Malinak. Put under pressure. It is going to come down to... Oh no! Dushu's actually going to come in. Dushu is the right-hand man. He's going to get a kill. But will he get caught out? No, he's going to be able to survive for now. Energy drink being utilized. He's able to survive that for now. Good stuff. Really, this is as passive as I thought it was going to be. Definitely as passive as I thought it was going to be. You think I'd catch all the action considering kind of how passive it is, but it's sometimes hard to catch it all so quickly. Because you know, it can be a duo wipe as soon as it kind of starts from that point of view. Deem and Venom. I'll give that a 4 out of 10. That was actually pretty poor, to be perfectly honest. 4 out of 10. Nervous. Execute. Team 21. Same compound as Team 11. PWS, who won game 2, going up against Sweetie's team. Around the side of the building he goes. Next C, going inside. Gotta make sure that you have the support of your teammate. Shy, if you're gonna look to go inside the building and up the stairs, so be careful, Nexy. You don't want to get gang banged from that point of view. Shy's gonna cook up a grenade. That's gonna take one of the members of PWS down to about half health. But here's the thing, you can't necessarily hesitate. Presume that is another close grenade. It's not quite the knockdown that he's absolutely sure, but next he's gonna go in. First knockdown, he goes back out, switches to the M4, gets a second, gets the duo wipe, and that is still somewhat risky, but overall great team play coming out for the side of Sweetie's team. That was clean, like clean considering the risk. That was really good. Oh man, I enjoyed that. I'm glad I caught that. I am so glad I caught that. That was enjoyable. That was mwah. Very nice. Very nice. We did see Fresh and Faux Women, I believe, take out the duo that was in Dobro Mesto with them. I think it's Team 49, uq⁶⁹. So they are going to be moving in as the circle has shifted up north. You do have a little bit more water in play on the port area. Shots being fired up in their direction from Team 20. Delusion1. But they made their way in on the edge of the circle for now. For now, there's also Team 18 in the area as well. Discharge 2. Higher ground being overtaken by Fresh. Faux Women has the angle. Faux Women is going to be put under a bit of pressure. Gets out of the car. Picking up a first aid and utilizing that. Might look to pick up his teammate or get closer to him. There's a few teams hovering around, so it's not going to be easy as they do look to reposition further into the circle. But again, they're going out of the fryer and into the frying pan. They avoid any kind of shots. Actually, no shots being taken by both Team 5 and Team 14 respectfully. So they're going to, you know, absolutely survive that. As we do see the side of Team 9. They have their own pressure as they did get a player knocked down on the hands of Team 11. So It's getting a little bit scary, getting a little bit hot. That's going to be the squad wipe from Nexy. Good stuff indeed. Good stuff indeed. Nexy helping to get that squad wipe and creating a little bit more space. It's actually even helped the side of Mikeox long, to be perfectly honest. On the eastern edge of the circle, Hiroki of Team 42 is in a spot at bother. So you got a duo of Team 34. The StepBrothers moving their way in. Hiroki inside the bathroom. The solo player always hides in the bathroom. TPP perspective, one knock comes through onto the Tommy gun. He's able to reload. He has 50 bullets, extended mag on the Thompson. Why is he going for the confirmed kill? Why is he going for the confirmed kill? Now the pre-shots come through. The drop shot! The drop shot from Baby Sue takes out Hiroki and is able to get the revive onto his teammate, 20 FPS. Oh, baby! Drop shots, baby. I love them. I love to see a clean drop shot. But now coming in, you got the engagement by Rico with the M249. Looking for side of Team 13, QuarantNINE or Quarantine. I'm trying to get used to saying it is just Samax that's left on his own. He's got an MP5K. Revenge 99 is knocked down, but at the end of the day, he's in the other building. Smoke being thrown out by Riku. That is thread. Thread porty through the stairs, Riku. Thread porty, my friend. Okay. Confirm that kill, at least. Now, Team 18 and Team 5. Team 18 and Team 5. You got Headhunters going up against Discharge 2. We have seen Chevy obviously took a little bit of damage. The hands of Team 5. That's allowed them to move a little bit closer up the hill towards the buildings that Team 18 wait. Roof play by Don't Cry gives them the high ground advantage. The risk, obviously, is that he is out in the open. So any kind of shots is fired in his direction might connect quite easily onto his furry little head and he could go down. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, the benefit outweighs the negative because both players are on the roof. So if one gets knocked on the roof, there's a much higher chance that the revive is going to be easily executed. Although, just as I say that, Chevy moves down from the roof. Circle shits up north, away from two of these teams. Down in the southwest. Scalar went to the FPP mode for a short amount of time, just to go closer to the tree. Now going to change the TPP to try and get that level of third-person perspective that you're able to get. He can move in by the rock. Time's ticking down, guys. You have 15 seconds until the blue zone of phase 4 starts moving in. Into the vehicle they go. They're going to get caught out. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot more. 4 shot, 5 shot. 7 shots ever connected once more. One player taken out. Chevy's going to get put down to a sliver of health. That vehicle is smoking. Grenade is going to be popped up by Skriller. That is going to be a clean duo wipe should that connect. It's going to go a little bit too far. Chevy gets the first aid off. Time's ticking down. The vehicle does blow up, but it's not going to be enough to confirm the kill onto Chevy. Smokes now. Chevy is going to look for the revive. Get another smoke come now. You got to do something with the gun in your hand. G36C pre-fire shots are going to be shown on through. Gets a knockdown. It comes down to 1v1 between Desert through. Chevy is going to get the kill. Going to get the duo wipe. How the hell did they let that happen? How the hell did they let that happen? They caught out. They had caught out Discharge 2 so nicely. Initial knockdown. Chevy down to sliver of health. I got the grenade cook. But where's your teammate? What is he doing? He was doing nothing to push in on that. And that was a misplayed engagement if I've ever seen one. Credit to Chevy. Clutch of a lifetime. But really, got away with that one. Got away with that one. Free kill. StepBrothers. Shots coming out from Baby Sue. Put Taiga under a bit of pressure. Laura's holding on though. With solid health. Free kill. 0 kills so far. Will they live up to their name? Will they be free kills? Or will they be the ones dealing out the kills? It's going to be tough. Baby Sue and 20 FPS, they're on 5 kills in this game so far. They've proven to me that they have something to utilize in the form of core engagement power. Nice shots by Laura. Gonna dip behind that door. That grenade really goes nowhere near the house that the members of Free Kill are lying. The circle shifts over to the west, puts a little bit more pressure on the teams to the east, but it's not going to be too bad. Smurfs, Team 2, going to be getting closer to the side of Yessir, Team 19, and then, of course, you have the side of Team 38. It was down to one player going onto the edge of the circle by this building that is held onto by Team 7, which is the FK. Surely those footsteps will be heard from both sides. Yeah, inside the building is going to go. It's full send in it. Taking no prisoners, taking no chances. Gabriel being put down to less than half health. I don't think he's going to have time to get first aid off in through the window. The shots are going to come through. Galaxy finds it, and that is swift, clean, cool, calm, and collected. Make no mistakes about it. Didn't mess about. Definitely got to respect the push from Gabriel, you know, in terms of trying to do something with it. Maybe could have been a bit cleverer. As the next phase shifts up north, Taiga. It's going to get connected on. That's going to be the end as Team 34 gets down one player of Team 31. Both teams are facing up against the blue zone. Laura's been able to make his way in. The side of exit doing something here now on the western side as Bot is the last player up. He's able to get one knockdown, able to get one confirmed kill. It's just uq⁶⁹ left standing for Team Venoms. Again, he has to move into the circle. It's got 40 seconds or so to make something happen. You do have Delusion1 close by, but they have their own trouble to make it into the circle. What the... Ked, fuck you, man. Damn you. Fuck you, but thank you, and I love you. There's no need for that, man. There's absolutely no need for that, dude. But is there any need for Bot to hang around? I get that he might want to eliminate the target behind him before moving towards the circle. But again, with time ticking down, is it going to be worthwhile? Took a couple of shots onto uq⁶⁹. uq⁶⁹'s actually gone into the blue zone. He's tracking them while trying to move in. Sprays, and that's going to be the kill. That's going to be the job done. But of course, Bot, you take the shots. You alert the attention of others. You get taken out. That's why I don't get why kind of, Bot took those shots before going into the edge of the circle where he wouldn't have had to move. But, yeah, it is what it is. On the south side, you're going to have a couple of teams. Don't cry. Along with the teammate Chevy. Team 18 moving in. You got Team 20 close by to them, baby. Discharge 2 against Delusion1. Both teams now in the circle. The roof line being held onto by Don't Cry. Getting extended angles into the buildings right there. Throwing out a random Molotov. Because obviously there's nobody there. And unless his mind tricked him. Obviously he might have thought that somebody is in there or just taking a bit of a chance. Now, the risky thing is the next circle has gone away from both of those teams who have to not only disengage away from the compound, but they have to go a little bit downhill. So it really is going to be that kind of fight that we're going to see. Well, looking up on towards the northeast, you have Nabe. Satire was knocked down. Kiddo and Shiro doing what they can, but again, they have to move into the circle. They have to move into the circle. The good thing is that they're a duo, so one can support the other. Looking over and towards the very north, you have it. Duchu hearing those shots. You can hear that he hears those shots from a distance. Gets a spray. Not quite. Not quite. Is that going to be the end of him? Because again, he's taking the shots. Now, Smurfs know where he is. Staying close to the rock. He does have that little bit of a low ground where he's at least able to move around. Kiddo's able to get knocked down. Duchu will find it. He'll actually steal that kill away. Thank you very much. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt. Ducho takes a kill and is now going to look to move into the circle from the northern side. I'm liking this guy, Ked. I'm liking this guy. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Now, looking on the teams down south, we did see the first push out of the compound by the side of Team 18, who took out Team 20. That fight did actually go down, and it was the side of Discharge who came out on top against Delusion#. However, Laura, that's given Laura a bit of space. Oh no, I don't think Laura was meant to take those shots. I don't think they were meant to take those shots. Smoke being thrown out. Jumps outside the building. Really nicely done, but is going to get caught out. At least able to make it into the edge of the circle. But it is the third party from Galaxy of Team 7. FK. That is the end of Laura. Now we're down to 3 teams, 5 players. Make that 3 teams, 4 players. 2v1v1. But just as I say that, Don't Cry gets taken out by Galaxy. Once again, the third party by FK is proven to be very effective, and Duchu is left on his own. 5 kills for him. 5 kills for his side. Ked, I see what you mean. I know this is just a duo event, but if you're able to frag out, especially as a one-man team going up against duos, and handle all that pressure, you're off to a good start. Grenade being cooked up. It's going to connect a little bit, but they don't know that exactly. Smoke on the left. Another smoke on the left. The good thing for the side of FK is that they know that it's the 1v2. They know that they have the man advantage. Simple maths tells you that. Duchu using that low ground. I like the fact that he sent a smoke either side. Now he's going to look to cook up a grenade probably. He's inside the circle here. He's inside the circle. And he's on low ground. So unless FK can find a very strong high ground angle without getting caught out themselves, for now, Duchu is surviving. But Galaxy is pushing forward. He's going to prone down. Gets by the rock. They have to do this as a duo. As a unit. Pre-fire from Galaxy. Ducho's going to push in, but Ducho's going to instantly get taken out by Galaxy. The flick, the turn, the kill, the squad wipe, the win, the chicken dinner for FK. 6 kills for Galaxy. Couple of nice little third-party swipes, helping to rack up those points, helping to secure the chicken dinner for FK. But Duchu, man, not to say that Malniak didn't do anything. Of course, going out early is going to not give you the opportunity to do anything. But Duchu standing out very strongly. 5 kills for him, 5 kills for his side. Of course, Don't Cry and Chevy, 7 kills between themselves. Very, very good result. Tyga and Laura. Laura survived till the bitter end. 4th place for their side in this duo. Last game of the PUBG Mobile duo. PUBG Mobile Poland duo championship. 2 kills for Kiddo and Shiro. Not as good of a game this time around. 5th place nonetheless. Decent amount of placing points. A few kill points along the way. Satire and Neba. 3 kills for themselves in 6th. Groza and Bob, as I call them, 0 kills in 7th. Baby Sue and 20 FPS. 6 kills for Baby Sue. Oh. Crispy. Exit in 9th. Getting 2 kills. VNC in 10th. with Pelku and Gucho getting 1 kill. Camlo CQ. And Puma, 11th, getting 2 kills. And that is the results of the final game of the day. Don't know why I've game 4 Sanhok, actually. There you go. Oh, my bad. Pre-game, post-game. I made a mistake here. Game 4. I think I made a mistake. Let me just change this up. Out of principle. Let's change it to game 4 Vikendi. There you go. Cool. So that was the final game of the day here at the PUBG Mobile Poland Duo Championship, sponsored by the Slayers. 1,000 zloty up for grabs. It was going to be 500 zloty for the winner, for the winning duo, which is roughly about 120 euro. 300 zloty, which is roughly about 60 euro for second place, and 100 zloty for third, which is, I forget how much that is. And then you have 100 zloty for the MVP. Thank you so much to everybody for kind of tuning in. Thank you so much to Ked for asking me to stream this. It was good fun. I haven't done anything like a duo championship in quite a while. They're something that requires a bit of practice to kind of extract the most of from a casting point of view, from an observing point of view, compared to squads. But I really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys had fun on the broadcast, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's the way I look at it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So yeah, good stuff. I'm not gonna waste any more of your time, guys, but I do want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to know the results, of course, join the Slayers Discord server. Link hopefully will be thrown up in chat for you guys. Feel free to join it if you're not already joined. You probably are. I might even post the results on my community tab of my YouTube channel. Please feel free to hit that like, hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Thank you very much to everybody for tuning in. You can also follow me over on Instagram at EVT_Imperium, as well as Twitter at the same @. And again, have a lovely day, evening, night, wherever you are. Stay safe out there. In the world that we live in, it's crazy, but we do the best that we can. Stay awesome. I'll see you guys soon.